Wow. The Packers just beat the Bears 28-21. This was a very high stakes game in the NFL. And man, these are two teams I'm very high on right now. I have criticisms of both of them, but I thought we would do something different today. I want to check out the highlights of this game and kind of talk through some of the things. NFL, please don't strike me down. If you enjoy NFL content, please be sure to hit the subscribe button as I make NFL content almost every single day. Now let's look at these highlights. Before we start looking at these highlights, let me tell you what I think about these two teams. These are two teams that I think are going to make the playoffs. My problem right now, my concern with the Bears kind of got exposed in this game. They're number one in takeaways, but they're very susceptible to big plays. You kept seeing the Packers get those big plays. They had two drives that were only 4 plays, right? Think about that, 2 drives. There were only 4 plays where they scored touchdowns. And it was because the Bears kept giving up very big plays. They are very susceptible. Sometimes their DBs and their safeties bite too much on the play, and it ends up with them getting burnt on over the top. So that's my problem with them. My biggest thing with the Packers is offensively, they could just be really inconsistent. Their defense has been pretty good this entire year, but offensively, they're just really inconsistent for me. So I worry about them getting into that one game because in the playoffs, this ain't like the NBA. If you lose a game, you are out. You don't have 7 games to survive. And I worry with the Packers that they get in a situation where they just have one of those inconsistent days and they end up losing. Yeah, Jordan Love looked good. This guy, I think he throws an interception this drive, but outside of this first drive where he throws that interception, he looked really good throughout this game. His posture is great. I don't love Jordan Love's throwing motion because it always looks like he's like leaning hella back. It looks so weird. 3rd down, 3rd and 17, can't be in these situations. There it is. That's honestly just a bad ball by Jordan Love. See on this play, I see where he's trying to go. And actually, if he completes this, like if he puts a little more oomph on this ball, like right here, coming across, that dude he can catch this ball. Now he probably going to get popped by this defender, but he can catch this ball. But Jordan Love just underthrows this. This was the one throw in this game where I was like, that's just bad, Jordan Love. That was just a bad one. But yeah, man, the Bears in the first half of this game just cannot sustain drives. That D-line for the Packers had them held. You see Michael Parsons here, he gets through. Boom, right? He's right there. He is literally right there. I think this is the touchdown pass. And bro, Jordan Love's throwing motion is so weird. Yeah, I don't know what the Bears was doing there, man. He just got flat out beat. But if you've never watched the Packers, I implore you to look at how Jordan Love throws the ball, bro. I implore you. He has one of the most beautiful balls. Wow, that is crazy to say. He throws one of the most beautiful balls in the NFL, but his throwing motion is so ugly. Like, look at it. Not his motion, but the way he kind of does. Look, not this play. Go back forward a little bit. Not this one. Let's see. On this touchdown play, you see him drop back, and it's like he's leaning back. Look. It looked like he's leaning back and he's like hopping in the air. He's like, oh, it's so weird, but he gets the job done. And then, yeah, the Bears defender just got flat out beat here. He really was there. He was on the ball. He could have got it, but I don't know what happened, man. That was kind of the story of this game for the Bears defense. And I'm thinking that this is over, that they're not going to get anything. They give Jordan Love way too much time. Look at this ball, bro. Look at this ball, bro. That was a beautiful ball. First of all, let's look at that touchdown. Yeah, bro. The Bears here, they send 4 on this touchdown, and they don't get enough pressure on Jordan Love. He has so much time. He can wait for his receiver to get open. I don't know what all these Bears defenders are doing in the middle of the field. They get beat. Like I said, this is the problem I feel with the Bears, where sometimes they just give up way too many plays. They'll get some takeaways. Don't get me wrong. They'll get some good takeaways. But when they're giving up big plays, bro, they're giving up big plays. And I think this was Bo Melton's only catch. Yeah, one catch for like 46 yards. And it was this play at the end of the half. This play right here by Caleb Williams was sensational. Because you think he's going to get sacked here. They're there. The defender has him. You're like, okay, he's going to run out of bounds. Look at this ball. Boom, a dot. A dot. That was a dot, bro. And that's why I really like to watch Caleb Williams. Is so good on the run. The velocity he can throw the ball, he can throw with on the run is generational, bro. It sounds like Lays, but he throws with so much velocity on the ball, it's crazy. On the run, right? Now you're supposed to be weaker on the run when you're throwing the ball, but he's not. And on the very next drive for the Packers, it happens again, bro. Once again, them giving up those big plays. And I think the other big play was on third down. This one is also on third down. The Bears defense cannot get off the field on third down. The Packers do a good job of converting third downs. And here it results in a touchdown. Boom. And it's just as simple as that. There's the safety up top, but other than that, he only has one man to beat. Everybody else is on the other side. I don't know what the defensive play call there was, but it was not a good one. Play action. Caleb Williams with time. Boom. Nice ball. Okay.
Packers setting the blitz.
The Packers D-line is so good. They was hounding the hell out of Caleb Williams. He had a tough time because he had so much pressure on him.
Looking for another field goal. This one 41 yards.
Shout out to Santos. That boy got a leg.
Santos up, and it is perfect. So, Green Bay, the best third down team in the
league. Look at that. That's the stories for me. The Green Bay Packers were 6 of 9 on third down conversions. Like I said, they just could not get off the field. Like, they converted everything. The Bears could not get them off the field. Monangai runs so hard. He's such a hard runner. I love runners like that. That they're putting their head down and they're going in that damn hole. Boom. Boom. This play was so weird. When they did this play, I was like, what the? This a Ben Johnson ass plays, man. That Ben Johnson ass play.
But it worked for a first.
But it worked. And this was the point. I'm watching this game and I'm like, uh-oh. This is where it started getting dangerous. Here's the thing about the Bears running backs. They might have a game where they don't have a lot of rush yards, but the rush yards they do get come at the best possible time. And that's the best compliment I can give Monangai and Swift. They have their best runs at the best possible times. And at this point, I'm scared. I'm like, oh yeah, this game is looking shaky. But Josh Jacobs started having some great runs, bro. What happens here? Boom, play action. Love down the field again. Down the field again. He was airing that shit out tonight. Love was airing the ball out tonight. Oh yeah, this is a great run by Josh Jacobs because I'm thinking he's going to get tackled. He makes such a good cut. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my God, bro. He had some great runs in this game. That was his best run for me. And then here is going to be a touchdown. Once again, Josh Jacobs had a good game. Bro. A few things about this drive for the Bears. So I kind of like what they did with the clock management. They ran the clock down because they didn't want to score too fast. Because the problem is you score too fast, the score is 20. We've seen it a billion times. The score is 28-28. The Packers drive down the field. They kick a field goal. They win by 3. They're like, no, we're going to score. We're going to score with enough time on the clock to where you can't get in field goal range or score a touchdown. I think that was great. I think enough people aren't talking about that. But this last play, it's going to be a lot to be left desired for Caleb Williams because this is a bad decision by him. He makes a terrible decision. Now, and then a great play by the Packers defender. But let's talk about this play from a little bit from the Bears' perspective. So the reason why I said I didn't love this play from Caleb Williams, because if you look at this play, he fakes here. I want you to follow number 2. That's DJ Moore. And you see what they're doing, what the Packers are doing defensively. So you have basically 55 is there to watch Caleb Williams to make sure he doesn't rush. 66 kind of has that assignment too, where he's making sure Caleb Williams doesn't rush, but he's also watching under. He's trying to make sure he doesn't hit right here. 33 and 7 are both on the wide receiver. Now, let's talk about right here. You see DJ Moore, number 2, behind 66. Now, the defender right here is initially watching DJ Moore. He's like, okay, I'm on DJ Moore. But what happens on this play is that defender sees 14 coming out of the backfield. And in his brain, he's like, damn, 14 comes out of his backfield. I can't cover 2 and 14. Everybody's over there covering Swift, I believe. So I can't cover all these people. So I'm going to make sure that he goes and he bites on 14. As you can see here, he bites on 14. He's like, I'm not letting you get nothing. But as you can see, what this leaves is this leaves DJ Moore wide open, and nobody's on DJ Moore. If Caleb Williams just throws that ball right there, DJ Moore gets that first down. If he puts a little more juice on it, he gets more than a first down, right? He throws it a little bit ahead of him. He gets a little more. But if he throws it right there, there's a first down. Now, this throw isn't necessarily terrible by Caleb Williams, because this actually, if he puts a little more oomph on this ball, this is catchable for his receiver. But he underthrows it. He underthrows it badly. If he throws that towards the back of the end zone, that's a touchdown. But he underthrows it, and that's this ball game. I think this is a great game between two teams who I think are playoff contenders. This division is very competitive. Nobody expected the Bears to be this competitive. Once the Packers got Micah Parsons, we was like, they're going to be a good football team. So the Packers, like I said, my biggest thing with them is being more consistent on the offensive side of the ball. They had a great offensive showing. Jordan Love was dicing up the Bears defense. The Bears defense has to work on not giving up those big ass plays. They give us so many big ass plays they give up. But if you like videos like this where I'm talking about like through the highlights of a football game, let me know in the comment section below. I try not to do these as much because I like to make the independent content, like talking about the game and talking about the games together, or talking about a particular team. But if people enjoy this, I'll maybe do these like once or twice a week, because, I don't know. I just think it's good to actually look at the footage. Mostly, hopefully, we're going to hope that the NFL doesn't block this. But let me know what you think in the comment section. If you're a Bears fan or if you're a Packers fan, let me know what you thought about the game.